Guys, my newest eBay purchase, a brand new Dorma Mortise cylinder, completely just still shiny, but something I didn't realize, made in USA. I had no idea Dormas were made in USA. I thought they were a European product. Anyway, this is what the key looks like. Looks like a 7, if I count those right. Looks like 7 of them on there, and it does work just perfectly, being a brand new lock. Let's see if we can get this Dorma picked, and maybe if I can get it picked, we'll get it gutted. All right, these are, at least my experience with Dormas, they are pretty precision locks. I'm going to try, because it's a high quality lock and there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of pinching, I'm going to take a risk with my rat yoke. And that looks like it gets through there without dragging too much. So we'll try that. And tensioner, we'll try, let's see if this guy's ready. See if he's the right one. Yep, that's perfect. And that controls it pretty well in both ways. All right, the SP14, the 1.2 millimeter. A little bit of slop there. I would not have expected that. Maybe Master Lock took over Dorma. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Let's see what we got. All the way in. And I'm just basically now looking for a binder. Okay, nothing that I'm able to feel anyway. Unless, there he is. He's hiding right behind the tensioner. Okay, that was, oops. Let's try that again. That tensioner is about to fall out of there. All right, let's try that again. Okay, right behind the tensioner. Nice click. And 2 clicks. I've got pretty good tension. I'm more or less bullying this thing, which obviously is not working yet, but there we go. There's pin, feels like 6. You know, this is the most verbal Dorma. I'm on pin, the last pin, I believe, back there. I would not have expected Dorma to be this verbal. That was pin 3. I'm not, oh, no, I did not expect that. I was about to say I don't feel any security pins, and I certainly didn't. We have an open, which I did not expect that quickly off of this guy. But an open is an open. There we go. Give that, put that rat yoke up before I break it. All right, we got an open. I can tell you there's no security pins, and what I'm really surprised by is what I would consider the pretty, I think it's loose tolerances in this guy. Let's find out. See if that will work. It'll work. All right, let's get a pinning tray. As I said, I wasn't expecting this, so I really hadn't laid everything out. I thought we'd be at this through lunchtime, easy. And I've got to say, as much as I paid for this lock, I really expected a little more entertainment than we got. But it might surprise us yet. I can tell you, if this is full of standard pins, as it felt, I think the only way to trick this out is to put in a whole bunch of high security pins. And I will do that as part of this video, if that's the way this plays out. All right, 90 degrees, pins are on the top. We need a small follower, and I'll take this one. And let's give it a shove. And there we go. It really is 7. I'm seeing some steel pins. It would appear to be steel pins. Ooh. All right. There. That explains it. That explains why this was so easy. This is master keyed. So that one went there. So that's in chamber number 5. Put him right there. And this little guy came out of chamber number 2. And I have no idea where this wafer thin little guy popped out of. It came out of chamber 1. I can see the ridge line there. So that's chamber 1. So we are master keyed on at least 3 cylinders. So I'm going to turn this around before I pull the key out. If there are too many more of those really thin master pins, they're going to go everywhere. So I'm going to cover these up with my thumb and start dumping on chamber number 7 first. Okay, we have no master pins there, so let's try 6. Now that we're taking the precautions, it's not paying off. All right, so let's keep going. All of that for nothing. Those were the only master pins in there, those 3. Nothing in the chamber. When I look at the finish on this guy, it's not the mirror finish I would expect from what I call a real Dorma. I mean, this is, I think, a real US-made Dorma, but yeah, not so impressed so far. All right, let me just clean this up and get everything in the right order, because there's no telling what's going to pop out of the top. There may be some more of those master wafers that are trapped in the upper chambers, and we're going to find out right now. Okay, none there, and that's a standard. None there. There's one. All right, so we have another master in chamber 3. Where did he go? All right, there he is. He's so tiny. I thought he was still up inside of there. All right, chamber 4, another master. Look at this. This thing is chock full of master wafers, making this thing super, as you saw, super easy, very verbal. Well, there's the springs, but that's not what we're after. There's what we're after. Another one, no master on that one, no master wafer. And the last one, or last 2 actually, let's go get number 7. Standard. And there's another master wafer. Gosh, no wonder this was so easy. All right, guys, this is another perfect example of how master wafers, or at least the overuse of master wafers, as you see here. This was probably keyed up for a submaster, master, God knows how many different master keys, but there were 6 master wafers in here, giving us 6 additional shear lines, literally doubling our chances of getting into this lock, and just made it, as you saw, almost super easy. Anyway, guys, there you go. The USA-made Dorma with, the Mega Master keying. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal. If you really want to know how to pin this up, I will remove all these masters, and I will show you a quick shot in just a moment. All right, guys, this is how I am going to rebuild this lock when I put it together here in a couple of minutes. All the key pins obviously are going to stay the same. I'm not going to change that, but all the upper pins are. I am going to use these these are basically serrated. That's how they act. So pretty difficult. And these are steel pins, and of course very sharp on the edges. I'm putting a small Christmas tree in there in the second chamber. Another one of these larger serrated to give you a little wider gap there. These are kind of nasty too. I'm putting a barrel pin in there, and what is basically an anti-bump pin. That would be this guy here, but he almost acts like a T-pin on both ends, so kind of nasty. And the last one is my very last jingle pin. Now this is made by, these are pretty difficult to find. Let me hold this up here and show you what it is we're looking at. The center part here actually moves. Those little washers are, if I get it to cooperate here. If you see, this middle shear line is actually a moving shear line on this guy. Pretty hard to find. This is the last one of these that I have in my collection, if I have a collection. Anyway, guys, there you go. That's how I would pin up this USA Dorma. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time. Stay safe. Stay legal. And there we go. All right, guys, 47 minutes. That's how long it took based on my timer here. 47 minutes. What a difference pinning can make, even in a USA-made Dorma. Wow, what a difference.